You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Cleveland. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mahomes now on first down. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. The Browns had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly. And that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. first down. Justin Herbert.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Herbert now. Found his target. It's Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. To Barkley on the check down. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On first down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a...
He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get out of the field.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught by Gabriel. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
quickly. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Van Jefferson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Darnell Mooney
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he is into the end. Down, Cleveland. Darnell Mooney, 50 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Johnson for the extra point try.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, a 15-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer. answer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost. Excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
Touchdown! Trey McBride from 3 yards out.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Levante David. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The offense ain't really sure they couldn't mount anything. The intercept.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Looking deep for Julio. They've got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 67 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Darnell Mooney,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Darnell Mooney, 43 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Texans 55.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Touchdown, Browns. Brandon Cooks, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. To that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Calais Campbell on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And Cooks hands it over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. There again is Cooks, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we'll get whistles and a signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. They go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Browns,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile,
When the members on